do this. What's going on, viewers of the tube? Tyler here, Chico Crypto, coming to you guys live on what even day is this? Friday? No, Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, so a little tired today. I had my interview with Tom of Centivate, Tom Markey, lead developer, co-founder of Centivate. Very good interview. Should be getting that posted here soon, so be ready for that. Markets, they are doing all right. Bitcoin's 11,700. Alts have lost a lot compared to Bitcoin. Dominance is almost at 69%. My prediction, like I said, it's going to get between 75 to 80% until we see another alt season. It could even get higher. God, the way things are going, because I don't foresee another alt season. A lot of these altcoins pumping until, we get past 20K again. And that's a huge, number, because that's when a lot of the newbies, they'll be like, whoa, it got past, I remember when it was at 20K, it's back there. It's the same thing that happened last time, after the 2013, 2014 peak of around 1,200. It took a year and a half to get right back up to that 1,200, and no alts took off really until we passed that. But it was a lot different back then too, because we had ICO fever, Ethereum ERC20 contracts, which made it super simple to create an ICO. I mean, people were throwing all their Ethereum at ICOs, so I don't know if it's going to happen like last time, unless we have some sort of thing like the ERC20 ICO contract. Some people say that's STOs and everything, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Maybe in like 4 years, we'll have another ICO type bubble with STOs. Hey, how's it? Thanks everybody for coming in. Good to see you all. Bitcoin, looking at Bitcoin, 12,000 is the number right now. It's been testing it more than a few times in the past couple days. So that's the number. If we can break through that and stay above that, that'll be a very good sign. So what I want to talk about is my Litecoin video. I put out the Litecoin video. It wasn't really trying to generate FUD. It was just asking questions about their development. I mean, the title does say it, but it is a dead coin. But that was one of my questions. Is, Litecoin dead? Hey, Bare Bones Mining, appreciate the tip, man. Thank you. So I showed like that development had pretty much come off a cliff. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Compared to Bitcoin commits and then Litecoin commits, not very equal. Throughout 2019, there haven't been too many. Oh, here, as you can see right here. No one's been developing. It's been, over 6 months since they've had a major, commit and actual development happening in that time frame. Just Thrasher doing some commits. So I was like, what is going on? So finally, Charlie, he responded to me a few times, said that they actually have released a commit recently on May 6th, and they're currently working on 0.18. And this is what he says. Bitcoin developers work on Litecoin because Litecoin developers merge their code and commits into the Litecoin code base. So I was like, okay. So I was a little bit confused, I didn't understand it. I was like, why would it take the Bitcoin's developers commits as, into their code? So I wanted a little bit more explanation. And he's like, well, here's an article when someone had the same questions last time. Unfortunately, he posts a paid wall article. You got to pay to see it. It's just a summary, and then you got to continue with free trial, and then they want your credit card information. So I was like, God damn it. I want to know what's exactly going on. So finally, the guy who wrote that last article, Hans Hodl, he came through and said the code that was merged in April was probably written well before then because of the merge lag. So basically the commits we see back here were the ones that got merged in recently. That's what I'm taking it as. So this could be, not necessarily FUD I was putting forward. I just had like major questions. And it could be that, they're just waiting for the Bitcoin developers to finish what they're working on, and then they're finally going to implement it. And we'll see this area, 2019 and on, fill up with commits from Bitcoin people. That's what I think is going to happen based on the explanations I've been given. So with 0.18 that comes out, we should see more activity. It's basically a lag, I guess. But it does cause, some concern. It means who is actually developing Litecoin? Basically, if that's what's going on, it's basically they're just taking what Bitcoin does and, copying it. That is what Litecoin is. But, there has to be some, technical developments on top of Litecoin. It can't just be a coin with, a higher number of tokens, blah, blah, blah. And that's what goes back to the Litecoin Foundation. In that video, I was pointing out, they're not really developing anything on top of Litecoin. They're just waiting for Bitcoin to develop. And that's what they came with this wallet that people are going to donate to. It's for technical developments like confidential transactions, Loaf wallet, blah, blah, blah. And they're expecting the community to fund that. Here's the wallet. It only has 14 Litecoin. Since I last did my video, it's gotten 11 more Litecoin from the community. But I would expect, Charlie to kickstart this, fund. You're the freaking leader of the project, dude. Why don't you make a big donation to this? Kickstart it. So hopefully someone, Litecoin, does see this, gets Charlie to donate a large amount to kickstart it, because you can't just, rely on your community to fund on all your development. So, thank you for the clarification, Charlie. You are a little hostile when I'm just asking questions, but I understand it's your baby, it's your project, so. Phantasma. We might actually talk about Phantasma a little bit. Oh, Bitburger's in the house. Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome. Ooh, that is a nasty energy drink. What did I do? Ugh. Coconut berry. Ugh, too coconutty. So, my next topic, after all the Litecoin stuff, I do say sorry because I'm not a developer. I don't understand, exactly how GitHub works. So if I was wrong, I'm sorry. But it still doesn't look good. You're basically saying you're waiting for the Bitcoin developers to do the work, and we're not going to do anything. That's not good. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is Coinbase. A few days ago, August 5th, they put out 8 new assets that they're exploring the addition of. One's Algorand, Cosmos, Atom, Dash, Decred, Matic, Harmonies 1, Ontology, and Waves. So they put out an old list probably 4 or 5 months ago with 30 coins. So does that mean those coins on that list aren't going to be considered again? Because there's a bunch of coins, seeing Neo not on there and now Ontology. It's kind of whoa, that's not good for Neo holders. That's one reason I got out, you guys. They're putting all their eggs into Ontology. It's obvious. Very obvious. Be careful. But what I want to talk about is what I think would be the most likely ones to get added out of these 8. So a lot of people, like Matic, it pumped after the announcement because Coinbase is invested in Matic. Coinbase Ventures backs Matic. So there is a probability that it will get listed, Matic. Look at that pump after the news. It was the coin that pumped the most because people think it's probably the most likely. And there is a high possibility because Coinbase does back it. They hold some tokens. They want to get rich. Does that cause a conflict of interest? Hell yeah, you would think. And is Coinbase dumb enough to do that type of stuff? We'll see. But the thing is with Matic, the reason I don't think it would get added is because of how the tokens are distributed. It's bad. I think the top 5 wallets hold 95% of the Matic tokens. Yeah, it's brutal. That is not a distributed, decentralized. One wallet holds 70 frickin' percent. Holy shinaki. It's probably Coinbase that has one of these, 3.97%. So, I mean, them adding it, they're going to make a buttload of money. So that's one of the reasons I don't think, if Coinbase is that stupid to think the SEC is going to allow that down the road, it'll blow my mind that they're that stupid, because Matic and Harmony, the Binance IEO projects, the token distributions on those are terrible. Like, those should not be added. One of the more fair ones on here would be, ones that were launched proof of work initially with their distributions, Dash, Waves. Ontology, I don't think so, because it's saying the distribution on it. Decred's possible. Cosmos is very possible too, because of staking with Coinbase Pro and Atoms. There's been talk of that. So if I had to pick, I would think it's going to be Cosmos, Waves, or Dash. Yeah. That's my picks out of those. Oh, I wish this thing would restart from the beginning. Double T's back, getting back into Digibyte. So here's a nice little history of Bitcoin mining distribution throughout the years. You can just see how it's changed. Pretty cool. Yeah, Coinbase is going to start adding a bunch of, I don't see how they're going to get ones with such terrible token distributions passed, but it's possible. It's like makeup or something. So this was pretty interesting regarding Bitcoin. It has become the 11th largest global money supply. So gold right now, 8.4 trillion. Japan, China, Eurozone nations, United States, silver, United Kingdom, Switzerland, India, Russia, then Bitcoin. After Bitcoin, South Korea, Taiwan, Australia, Mexico. So that's pretty crazy. And then on CNBC, we had some good news from investors on, mainstream television. So let's watch that.
That is, whenever you see, for instance, a drone strike in the Middle East, oil prices go up and there is a premium to that price. Mm-hmm. Are we seeing that? Are we seeing a Bitcoin premium in the price right now because of what is going on in Hong Kong plus devaluation concerns?
To an extent we are. So for the first time, I've been on this network since 2013 talking about Bitcoin, and every time somebody has asked me whether or not Bitcoin is being traded like a macro kind of asset, I've said no, until this year. What we're seeing this year is macro funds, traditional investors are trading Bitcoin as an alternative or a supplement to gold and using it as this kind of macro hedge.
So yeah, because of the trade wars, there is a lot of financial instability across the globe right now. And I agree with them. It is being used. Trump is doing some crazy stuff. I know there's probably some Trump guys. I'm not very political at all, but he is creating a crazy trade war right now. But it's good for us Bitcoin holders, so go Trump. Keep doing it. Keep causing the instability across the globe. That's one of the reasons I voted for him. But I like what this guy on Reddit had to say. Make total destroy? He says there will be blood. Practically everything is in position for a full recession and bear market in the global economy. USA is just taking its sweet time. Trump is trying to keep the Fed easing to pump before the election. If he keeps the economy hot and the Democrats choose another neoliberal monster as their candidate, Trump will win again. If the economy crashes out soon enough and Dems choose a moderate like Yang or Bernie, they will win. If all the weekly buyers in the tech world start getting laid off, they will stop buying BTC at a time when many will be selling to keep up with their mortgages. This will crash BTC price. There are so many overpaid tech bros who work for the zombie unicorns that have never made a dime of profit and exist on subsidiaries from the government and investors, even fracking companies. They will all be wiped out and Silicon Valley / the Bay Area will be hurting. Meanwhile, tons of companies over leverage themselves to to buy up their own overpriced stock, they will go bankrupt or take a decade to recover to profitability. This will extend the recession into a depression. The positive possibility for Bitcoin is if enough people see it as a safe haven play and it makes it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then it can rapidly attract stunning amounts of money as everyone scrambled for the exits from the Fed, stocks, bonds, real estates, everything bubble economy. It can go either way for Bitcoin. I agree 100% because I had a feeling, Silicon Valley hasn't really had a crash, a big wipeout. I mean, it's been growing exponentially. I used to live by it. And it is due, markets, even small, economies like that, when they bubble like that, eventually they have to contract. And that hasn't happened for Silicon Valley in the tech world. So it is going to happen. Big time. And a lot of the investors are tech guys, like he was saying. So it's going to be a crazy, crazy world here coming up soon. But I'm taking the hedge with Bitcoin, as you guys know. So here's a pretty cool game out right now. It's called 22 Racing, and it is built with Phantasma. So smart contracts are running the gaming ecosystem. NFTs, you can own and control your assets. Basically, skins, rims, all that kind of stuff. And this is actually a live product on Steam right now. So, as you can see, NFTs on this. The reason I'm bringing this up, actually, is because Bill, you guys know Bill, I've done a couple videos with him. He's the DevOps manager, and we run code through some quality control tools like SonarQube. And he has been working his butt off to get this launched. So, he asked me, he's my good friend, and of course, I will show off. It's running on their own engine and everything, too. Pretty cool. So regarding gaming, it looks like Reddit co-founder is going to be live streaming a blockchain-powered game built on an Ethereum, and they're going to be live streaming a match with the game designer on Thursday, August 8th. So that's pretty big. But regarding, kind of gaming channels, Twitch is more of the streaming gaming channel. A Bitcoin code developer took to Twitch to actually stream his code, testing out code and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. Should I switch to Twitch? Oh, oops, I didn't start it.
That might have been it, Shores.
Basically, just streaming. I mean, boring, but there's people watching. So this is interesting. I should add this over there. But regarding Coinbase, they are going to be facing negligence suit over the Bitcoin Cash listing because there was a lot of weird shit that went down with that. Especially, and I think it might even transfer if they're going to face scrutiny because of the Bitcoin Cash listing. Right after that, was the Litecoin listing, which has even more scrutiny against it. So Charlie Lee might be getting some court documents here soon because if you're looking at Bitcoin Cash, the next crazy one was Litecoin. On Titty streaming? What is Titty? So, Brave is actually growing absolutely big time. The number of verified Brave reward publishers grew 900% in 12 months. So it was slow to begin, but it has taken off since April. I'm a publisher on Brave. People tip me back all the time, and I thank everyone that does that. It's pretty cool. I get like an extra I'd say like 100 to 200 bucks a month from people tipping me back. No, David, I'm actually going to be doing a whole video on the Binance KYC data leak tomorrow. A lot of news still circulating regarding it, so I'm waiting for the full story. But yeah, screw Binance. I mean, it's a risky coin, you guys. I mean, it's pumping too. Like, that's total manipulation. Like, it should not be pumping after a KYC leak. And it's pretty much verified too. CoinDesk has a lot of information. I'm going to be going through it all tomorrow. That would be cool, Sally Haynes. Thank you. It says nothing. Oh, so regarding Ethereum, moving on to Ethereum and DeFi. Ethereum's down low. It's undervalued, you guys. A lot of people think it's going to not pop again. Ethereum is one of the coins that's going to pop again. And the big reason, because the last time was ICO fever, but they have DeFi fever coming. So regarding DeFi, as of right now, there's nearly 500 million locked up in DeFi, and Maker Dominance has about 59.12% on that. It peaked in June above 600 million, about 650 million. It's come down a little, but it's at its peaks. It's going to come right back up. I mean, the DeFi ecosystem's growing like crazy. Going into that, regarding DeFi, Maker's a big part of it. Multi-collateral DAI is coming for Maker. And currently, if you're a Maker holder, you can vote on the next or the assets that will be included in multi-collateral DAI. So Augur is one of them. Basic Attention Token, I'm sure that one's going to make it. DigiXDAO will make it too. That's a gold-backed token. Ethereum, that's already going to be, yes. Golem, we'll see. Mise Go, I don't see Mise. I see 0x too, because it is a big DeFi infrastructure piece too. So once that voting happens, I wouldn't doubt if we see MCD launch within like a month. I'm fully bullish on Maker and DAI. So regarding the DeFi, DAI is still on Compound.finance, getting a supply APR of 11.49, borrows 16.56, coming back down to in line with USD coin. I mean, I will foresee always DAI being a little bit higher supply APR than USD because it is fully decentralized. A lot easier to get, a lot easier to not do any KYC. If you want to get a large amount of USD coin, you're going to have to do KYC. I mean, not if you just get it off an exchange, I don't think. But still, I mean, if you do KYC on the exchange. So I always foresee DAI having a little bit better. Wrap Bitcoin's on there. Not getting much supply APR in Wrap Bitcoin. One of the lowest besides Ethereum. So this guy, Ryan, he actually said 2 months ago, smart contract insurance didn't exist. Today, there is a 1.5 million pool insuring 560K worth of assets. It's a private FDIC for money protocols. And I talked about that in my DeFi video. It's called Nexus Mutual. And yeah, they have over 7,074.43 Ethereum held to back 562,695 worth of assets. So how Nexus Mutual works is basically members contribute Ethereum into the capital pool to back the assets, and then they get NXM tokens in return. So I'm getting more interested in this Nexus Mutual. It's cool to learn about decentralized insurance, pooled insurance. Answer a few questions. I'm burning through my topics right now. Should have sold BNB at 37. Yeah. I mean, I would sell right now. It had a pump. things aren't going good for it. I mean, when Binance US, I bet you Binance US doesn't even launch by the time the Binance main exchange shuts down for. Yeah, I said I might be wrong on LTC. That's what I said in the beginning. But that's still to be foreseen. Like, there's supposed to be another contribution to their code, and supposedly it's going to fill up, you know, some of the gap with BTC developers. No, I still hold all my DGB. It's just DGB hasn't went up as other parts of my portfolio, like Chainlink. It's probably a little bit higher now, actually, DGB, because Chainlink has retraced like 50%. So, do I trade? I just hold, David. I trade a little when I get my coins. I mean, and if I got to exit because coins are doing shitty like Neo, then yeah, I'll trade out. But for the most part, I just find the projects I like, get in a good position early, and then hold, baby. A lot less stressful, let me tell you. A lot easier. When Binance kicks off US users, no. They don't follow US rules anyway. Crypto and culture. I mean, they're not following rules anyways. But I mean, Binance is still going to let people get in with, I don't know actually. They might require full KYC for their exchange for every account just to make sure US people aren't getting on. It really depends on what happens with the Bitfinex case. If the New York AG is able to go after Bitfinex because they allowed New York traders, same thing will apply to Binance. So I think Binance, one of the reasons they're doing this is because they know where the court decision's going to go. So they're just trying to get back as far away as they can. So their main centralized exchange isn't liable for the traders trading on the platform for the past couple of years. No, Chainlink will not crash that low. Chainlink is just getting started, boys. Staking isn't even implemented, you guys. Woo! When Chainlink gets taken, my links are going to be stinky. Yeah. Michael, I love the salty people that didn't get in Chainlink, so they mad. BSV can scale unlike F. Oh, okay. Well, BSV can handle smart contracts. So, reserve rights? I mean, it is a decentralized stablecoin. That's one of the reasons I'm bullish on it. They have partners. It's doing well today, too. I think it's up like 13%. Looking good. So this is an article that came out on Hacker Noon. Said the top 5 smart contract development platforms. Number 1 was, of course, Ethereum. Anyone tries to argue against that, you're fucking high. I'll tell you that right now. Ethereum is the number 1 smart contract development platform. Then it says Rootstock. So Rootstock, I was like, what? No one's really building on top of Rootstock. But then the article pushed me in something I didn't even know. That RIF Token is part of Rootstock. So RIF Token is basically a layer 3. So Rootstock is basically another side chain for smart contracts. RIF Token is for things like storage on top of it. And RIF Token's been actually doing really well since the beginning of June. It's like, not many people are talking about it. Has a healthy amount of volume, market cap, not on a ton of exchanges. So this one could be a sleeper. I'm keeping an eye on. Centivate. Yes, I did my interview with Tom last night. It was good. Late. I was up late, though. Had a lot of work to get done for the channel the day before, so didn't get there till like 6 p.m. We had some dinner and stuff. Didn't get the interview going till like a little bit after 10. And then that went for a couple hours. That was exhausting. Yeah, I hold a little bit of quant. Top 5 altcoins for 2020? That would be a good video. Maybe I'll do that here soon. So, Brad D is asking, what do I see happening when Binance closes their door to U.S. traders? I mean, it's not going to be good. It's hard for me to say. I mean, it might be a push to get people to use their DEX. Because if they require full KYC for the centralized exchange, Binance.us doesn't launch, you can still use a VPN for their DEX if you're a US trader. And I don't think they'll have to require KYC. I don't know. So it might be a push just... I mean, you can use a VPN to get around stuff. So I see a lot of people doing that. And that's, I think, what I got for today, boys and gals. Oh, I mean, a lot of tokens are just going for the Binance DEX pump. I wouldn't pay attention to it. It's losing its luster. Did it pump Smartlands? No. Yeah. Smartlands has been in a just... What happened there? Trading volume. Jesus criminy. Did they lose their market maker? Because it just fell off after February. That's crazy. Yeah, the Binance DEX pump is losing its luster. Yeah, Binance is not a DEX, for one. I know. I shouldn't even be calling that. Centralized chat show. But I don't know if they're going to require KYC for it. Because you can get on it right now with VPN and trade. So I do have a little bit of an announcement for you guys. This is probably going to be my last live stream for Miami for a little bit. I am making the move back to California. So I'll be in Cali, baby, and not in Miami. So me and my editor, James, we are still going to be working together, of course, but we will be working on opposite coasts. I'm going to be setting up a studio in Chico when I get back and be shooting from the studio for the most part. But I'll still be coming to Miami probably like once every month, do a couple weeks of videos out here. So, yeah, just not digging Miami that much. A lot more fast-paced, even though like some people say it's a lot more relaxed here to where they're from. Now, Cali's great. You're thinking of Southern California. Northern California, where I'm from, is amazing. It's a lot cheaper, a lot nicer, a lot less crime, a lot more weed. Why did I decide to move? I just don't like Miami as much as California, especially Northern California. So James might eventually move to Chico, but he really likes Miami. I need to get him to Chico, so. Yes, Miami does burn you out fast. Bitburger is correct. It's a lot. Yeah, there is a lot less crime in Northern California compared to Southern California. I'm even above, where I'm going is even above San Francisco. You just missed, I do miss California. Oh, Sacramento. I might eventually move to Sacramento. I love Chico though. Chico is not Central California. What are you talking about? You about as high as a kite. See, Chico's even higher than San Francisco, dude. Am I worried about forest fires? Not in Chico. Chico's not. It's more in the valley. No forest, really. But, I mean, you can drive 30 miles and then you're up in the forest. Yeah, that is true about Florida. It is very expensive versus wages. I think the wages here in Florida are only like 8 something, maybe even lower. Oh, double T's from Sacktown. Oh, yeah. I love Sacramento. It's nice. I'm going to miss doing the videos outside, though, with the people behind me. But I am setting up a dope studio. And James will be coming to Chico sometimes. So we'll do some outdoor videos in Chico when he's there. And when I come to Miami. When did I enter the crypto space? I bought my first Bitcoin in late 2013. Right before the big pump. Got in at like 200 and something. And then like within a month and a half, it pumped 1,200. It was crazy. I was like, what did I just get into? Thanks, Jared. Thanks, everybody. Yes, Mount Shasta is a great mountain. It's one of my favorite places to snowboard, even though it's not that big. I just know the mountain like the back of my hand because it was closest one. We'd go snowboarding there all the time. Every weekend. Who's Elixir? Gardner Andy. I love just people shilling their coins or hating on the coins they hate in the comments. Zcash, Digibyte, bad. Talking about shit coins, that's pretty funny. Lots of cows, yeah, where I'm from. I don't know, Kent. I try to not be too cool. I'm going to Northern California, back to Chico. Chico Crypto. Oh yeah, the little aliens of Mount Shasta. I forget what they're called. There's like this crazy group that believes there's some aliens. The Lumeria. There's supposedly a hidden city called Talos of advanced beings from the lost continent of Lumeria. The legend grew from an offhand mention of Lumeria in the 1880s. In 1989, Frederick Spencer Oliver published A Dweller on Two Planets, which claimed that the survivors from a sunken continent called Lumeria were living in or on Mount Shasta. So there's a lot of people up there, nutty ones too, that believe it. It's like a cult. There's also a big Christian cult up in Redding near Mount Shasta. I forget what that's called. Like the Mini Hoonie. Oh yeah, the Mini Hoonie. I lived in Hawaii. I love that someone mentioned the Mini Hoonie. The Mini fucking Hoonie, dude. NOIA, it looks great. I don't know where ADA will bottom. I mean, if they don't get anything out, it's going to keep going down. Charles did a live stream the other day. Didn't give any update on what's going down. I'd be careful of the guy giving away free Digibyte. Tether, yeah, it will hurt Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitfinex is right, and he has been right about a lot of the stuff, I mean, it's going to do some damage. We'll see how long they let it go. What the hell is a tether? What time did I start this stream at? Oh, what brand of vape do I use? I just have one of the, what are they called? I can't remember. Smock ones. But I use nicotine salts. 6 milligram nicotine salt in it. And then a good juice. If you want some, this guy's an expert juice maker. This guy is the tits, I'll tell you that right now. 3-bottle deal, $55. The Baja Blast he has, it tastes exactly like Baja Blast. If you had like a Crunchwrap Supreme, I'd get both of them. What other ones have I? The Farm was really good. If the sour candy was all right, could have been more sour, in my opinion. The other ones have I tried? Strawberries and cream is really good. Watermelon candies is one of the best. It tastes like freaking Jolly Ranchers. Like, absolutely crazy. Rootstock is, I mean, not Rootstock. It's on my mind. Reserve rights, it is. It's doing well. What I like about it, too, is it has the volume. I need to get a new freaking coil. That thing is, ooh. Ooh, I don't even want to do that. Well, I'd rather vape than smoke cigarettes, so. Yeah, I do. Smoke some weed. Miami sucks. Oh, another thing I want to show you guys is a show I just started watching. If you guys haven't watched Letterkenny yet, please watch Letterkenny. This shit is funny. Canadians. Them damn Canadians. If you like Trailer Park Boys, this is like a smarter Trailer Park Boys. I miss crypto in a cold one? Well, maybe I'll bring it back here soon. Ooh, Icon Staking is starting August 26th. Did that just come out? Yeah, smash up the likes. Miami from Broward, hell yeah. Letterkenny is amazing. It's hilarious. Yes, I scammed a ton of people for a lot of money. Jimmy Anderson. Dumb shit. You know, if you scam people for a lot of money, like usually they won't watch your content. I'm actually might be doing a dual video with Chainlink, credits, Hollow, Chain, Hot, and one more project, Digibyte maybe. Dude been partying hard? No, I haven't been partying. I actually worked all night doing an interview. That's why I'm losing my voice. I was talking all night. He really did. Look it up, guys. I'll actually look it up.
Today, I would like to introduce...
Marking guy's video. Yeah. You're an idiot. I don't know what's going on with Salt and IOST, man. I'm excited for Nash, and it might do really well with a lot of the Binance controversy going on. Probably will do really well. I don't hold any hollow hot. Nope. Maybe soon, but they've had big delays. Yeah, I still hold all my ELA, but I'm not buying anymore. No, I can't talk about the Incentivate interview. You gotta watch the interview. This isn't my last live stream. This is just my last live stream from Miami. And tomorrow will be my last video. It's kind of sad. I am kind of sad. I mean, I am going to miss Miami. There are things I really like about it, but there's things, you know, I like about Cali more. I don't own any Cardano. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Justin Sun. I don't like what he's doing for the space. Yeah, I'm actually leaving on Saturday back to California. So I got a lot of stuff to do, actually, you guys. So I'm probably going to take off here soon. I haven't even started my apartment. And I got a bunch of shit, like bed, couch, all that stuff I got to get rid of. So, no, but I'll be back crypto and culture in Miami pretty often. James, my editor, cameraman, still lives here, so I'm going to be here probably once every month, 2 months, stay here for like 2-3 weeks. And who knows, I might move back one day. Full time. Dunk on Derek. Ah, Derek, that guy's a douchebag. I just don't even want to give him any. That's all he wants is camera time. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate every one of you tuning in for the stream today. As always, thank you for everyone who left me a tip, comment. You guys are always awesome. And tune in for the Binance video tomorrow. Going to be going through what's happening with their KYC data, hack, leak, whatever. All right. Peace out, guys.